Hello guys, it's me teacher Rudy, and today we're going to start with the session number 6. In this session we're going to check three topics. The first one is the Workbook Unit 10, the review of the workbook, then the review of the previous homework, the bike sharing system, and then our homework for the next class. So let's going to start with the Workbook Review Unit of Unit 10. The title is How do you get to the mall? Well, first we have this exercise, exercise A. In this exercise, if you remember, we need to complete these words using the charts and the letters that we have here. So for number 1, the answer is park. For number 2, museum. For number 3, restaurant. Number 4, movie theater. Number 5, supermarket. And number 6, convenience store. Okay, next exercise. We need to complete these statements using the words that we found here. So, for the first one, it's you see interesting things in a museum and you watch a movie in a movie theater. Number 2, you go to a supermarket to buy food. You sit at a table and eat a dinner in a restaurant. Number 3, many people go running and skateboarding in a park. Answer number 4, in a convenience store you can often buy things 24 hours a day. For the next exercise, the exercise C, we had a map. So what we need to do? We need to complete these lines with the words from this box. Okay, so how we gonna do? It was very simple. You need to check this picture in order to put the appropriate word. So for the number 1, A, if you check here, is next to letter B. For number 2, the word was in front of. A is in front of letter B. For number 3, the word is behind. A, it's behind letter B. For number 4, the word was across from. A, it's across from B. For number 5, the word was between. A, it's between B and C, means that it's in the middle. For number 6, the word was on the corner of. A, it's in the corner of 1st Street and 14th Street. So, for the next exercise, we have the conversation, okay? If you remember, we need to match this conversation with these letters in order to have sense. So number 1, excuse me, can you help me? Number 1, sure, where do you want to go? Number 2, I want to go to the mall. The answer is letter A, this one. On the mall. Oh, the mall is on 10th Street. Number 3, where's 10th Street? 10th Street, letter D, go straight down 1st Avenue and turn left. Number 4, so straight and then left on the corner. Number 4, it's letter E. That's right, the mall is next to the art museum. And number 5, got it, thanks. Number 5, letter B, you're welcome. So for the next exercise, we need to use the map that appears on the pages. And what do we need to do here? We need to use these words that we have in parentheses and provide the addresses or the way to arrive to that place. So for the first one, with straight, it was go straight down Park Road. Using the second word past the bookstore. And the last word is across from, so it's across from the art museum. Number 2, the words that we need to use, it was right, left, and between. So for the first one, turn right and go down to the 2nd Street. The second word, left, turn left onto River Road. And the last word, between, it's between the Internet Cafe and Joe's Pizza. Then, on the exercise B from page 51, we need to correct the mistakes that it has each line. So the example that we have here, it was, excuse me, can you tell me where the History Museum is? Here was the missing word, is. For the second statement, if we check, we need to replace this in for the word on. It's on the corner of Washington Street and Elm Street. On the line 3, if you check, the mistake, it was at the end. We need to replace this word to using the word there. How do you get there? For the following sentence, go straight down. We need to remove this word, this, so the sentence ends like this. Go straight down, Center Street, then turn right. For the next sentence, okay, down this street, and we need to change this word, turning, for turn, right. For the next one, the museum is, we need to delete this word, at, and replace it with on. So the sentence finishes like this. The museum is on the left. And for the last one, if you check, it has an extra letter here, thanks. We need to replace it with thank. Thank you. Next, we have a reading, the real world reading. So, for the questions, we need to choose if it was true or false. The first question, it was to keep your eyes peeled, means to look carefully for something. It's true or false? The correct answer is true. For number 2, Raven Ellison looks for the art outside the street. True or false? The answer is true. For number 3, he believes that art always has a message. The answer was false. And for the last one, his favorite art shows the artist through and feelings. The answer, true. Then we have this little reading. So for the first question, where is Eldora? She was in New York. Okay? Using this same reading, we need to answer exercise B. So if you remember, the first one, it says, main idea, Eldora is, we have A, B, or C. The correct answer is letter C, visiting another country. For the number 2, it was something related with vocabulary. The word huge means, this is the answer, letter A, very big. For number 3, it's something about detail. According to the postcard, there is a theater in Central Park. So the answer is B, inside Central Park. Again, we have another detailed question. They got off the train at, the answer, Rockefeller Center. And for the question number 5, it's inference. What season was in New York when Eldora wrote the postcard? After read the postcard, you can infer that the answer, it was winter. And remember, we have another 2 personal questions here. The first one, it was, what do people do in park in your city? My answer, it was, people walk their pets around the park. Question number 2, which is the best museum in your city? My answer is the Regional Potosino Museum. Okay, so remember, you have the reading that you need to deliver as soon as we get classes in order to check it. Then let's go to the second part of this review, and it's the homework review of the bike sharing system in Mexico, the Ecobici. So first we have the reading, and after read this, we need to answer with true or false, right? So Ecobici is a bike sharing system in Mexico. True or false? The answer is true. For number 2, you can make trips longer than 45 minutes with an Ecobici. The correct answer is false. Remember, in the reading it says that the maximum time, it was 45 minutes. For the number 3, the registration process at Ecobici, it's easy. The answer is true. It's easy. You only need to sign on a internet web page. Okay. Number 4. Ecobici was founded on October 4, 2012. True or false? The answer is false. It was on February. For number 5, Ecobici isn't an environmental friendly. The answer is true. And number 6, Ecobici was recognized as a kind of transportation. The answer is true. Then we have this exercise number 3, throwing scrambled words. So these are the words that we need to found on the scramble these letters. The first one, it was park. The second one, museum. Third one, restaurant. 4, convenience store. Number 5, supermarket. And number 6, movie theater. Remember, all these words we have been working with them in our unit. So then we have to order the conversation. Here is how the conversation needs to be ordered. Number 1, excuse me, can you help me? Number 2, of course, where do you want to go? Number 3, I'm looking for the internet cafe. Number 4, oh, the internet cafe is on 2nd Street. Number 5, how do I get to the 2nd Street? Then number 6, go straight 3 avenues, pass at the bookstore and turn right. Number 7, so it's the bookstore on the corner of 2nd Street and 3 avenues? Number 8, that's right, the internet cafe is on your right. The internet cafe is between the art museum and the movie theater. Number 9, got it, thanks. Number 10, you're welcome. Please check the answers here. And let's go to our homework for the next class. The subject, what were you doing? So first, we have this extract about of the adventures of the year. So please read it, because after you read this, you need to answer some questions. The first question, when was Frieza born? So if you check, you will find the answer on this paragraph, okay? And do the same for the question 2 to 6. On the next one, look, you have several words here. You have 9 words, extra words, that you need to make the same. What do you need to do? In the reading, you need to find the past tense from these irregular verbs, okay? So for example, we have the verb be, which is the past tense. The past of be is was or were. So you need to do the same for these words. Then we have this exercise. Check the instructions according to simple past or past continuous. Choose the correct option in the reading. So this is a reading. If you check, we have some words in bold, in negritas. So what do you need to do? You need to choose between these two options if it's simple past or past continuous, right? So the first one, it says the sun. We have the option shone or was shining when Bethany Hamilton arrived at the beach. So the correct answer is was shining, right? And that's it from our homework. So remember, at the end of this video, on the description, you will find a link to download this homework, okay? As usual, guys, be safe, stay at home, don't forget to wash your hands, and hope that you already finished your Mother's Day's activity, and hope that your mothers enjoyed this little detail that you already performed. Okay, so guys, see you next class. Peace out.